Pokemon Soulsilver, but I can only use Mudkip. Of course, I picked Mudkip and I named it Cowkip, because in honoration of the little picture that my friend Cole made me. Alright, first rival fight. I leveled up to level 8 from killing wild Pokemon I ran into, and it was just a Tackle Fest. I beat Chikorita. Next up is the stage, and well, once again, Tackle Fest versus Bellsprouts. Which, I showed this because he has 2 Bellsprouts, but he went for growth on his second one, which does nothing since it only did a special attack in this game. And then Hoot went down to 2 Water Guns. Alright, Gym Leader Faulkner. Yeah, he's off of Pidgey. Water Gun almost kills it. Another Water Gun almost kills it. Yeah, he's not threatening. Then Pidgeotto is a bit more threatening. I Water Gun it down, and I barely win because of Torrent. Alright, next up's Proton. Water Gun one-shots Zubat, and also 2 shots Coughing. Ah, such easiness. Next up is Gym Leader Bugsy, and this is where I first had some troubles. He uses U-turn, bringing me to about half, a little over half. I Water Gun, 2 shots Metapod. Scyther comes back out. He goes for Focus Energy. I go for Water Gun, not doing too much. He goes for Quick Attack, bringing me to yellow. I go for Tackle. He takes another Quick Attack. Alright, try the Silver fight. See if I do any better. Water Gun one-shots his Gas, they level up. Then, next up's Bailey. I set up a Tackle. Then I started going for Mud Slaps, just to reflect for lower accuracy, but it didn't work out, so he still able to hit Razor Lift and Poison Powder to take Mudkip out. Alright, I guess it's time to grind then, since I can't do shits. Alright, after I grind up to level 30, I chose 30 because, well, I needed to. Alright, time to see if I can beat Bugsy now. And yeah, I can. Takedowns, sweeps his Scyther, and then Water Gun kills his other 2 Pokemon. Let's try the Rebel fight now. Water Gun still one-shots Ghastly. Then Takedown, nearly one-shots Bailey, but I missed a Takedown against her Synthesis. See my luck with these 85 accurate moves. Then Water Gun takes the Zubat. On the way, I learned Headbutt instead of Takedown, because my luck with stuff moves like Takedown's abysmal. And while I'm here, I got Ice Beam from this guy, and I replaced Mud Slap, because Mud Slap will probably be a bit more handy. Alright, Whitney time. Headbutt, I use Headbutt and Ice Beam, and I freeze Clefairy. Next up's her Milk Tank. And then, so I keep headbutting her down, and I was trying to flinch her, but the thing is, she kept going for Milk Trick. I think she used all of her Milk Tricks in this fight. This is the first time it's ever happened to me, actually. Normally I just get swept by her Stomp. Alright, and I get Surf from this dude. It's not the best for Mudkip, because Mudkip's more of a physical attacker, but hey, anything's better than Water Gun. Alright, next up's Silver fight. Surf one-shots his Ghastly. Next up's Bailey, Ice Beam one-shots it. Next up is Magnemite, Surf one-shots it. And then last up is Zubat, Surf one-shots it. Alright, next up's Morty. I go for Surf and I one-shot his Ghastly. He's Mean Look on Gengar. Surf brings it to yellow. He gets a Shadow Ball to that, and Surf kills his Gengar. Next up's Haunter. Surf one-shot, and last up is other Haunter. Surf's one-shots. Alright, next up is Petrol. So I decided to go to the Mahogany first this time around. Ice Beam one-shots his Zubat. The next up is his Coughing. Surf one-shots it, because of its low special defense. In fact, I'm 19 levels over. But yeah. Next up's Eradicate. Surf one-shots it. And then last up is his... Oh, that's it. I don't script these things. Ariana. Probably the most memorable out of all these forgettable executives in this game. Mostly because... Is she Silver's mother canonically? I don't know who it is. We know Giovanni's her father. We just assume it's Silver's her mother because of the red hair. But I don't think we know that who's mother canonically. Oh well, that was kind of boring. I tried to kill Dragonite for the fun of it. Alright, prize time. 2 Headbutts took out a Steel. This was Paloswine. I go for a Headbutt on accident. Then Surf one-shots Paloswine. Last up's Dugong. I go for Headbutt. Not do too much damage. He Aurora beams me. And I eventually take it out with a critical Headbutt. Alright, next up's Chuck. I go for Surf. Now one-shot is Sprite. Next up is Poliwrath. I go for a Headbutt. Not doing too much. He goes for Body Slam. Paralyzes me. He gets Body Slam again. I keep going for Headbutts, and I win with luck not getting paralyzed. Next up's Jasmine. It's just a Surf sweep. Yeah. What can you do, though? Whew. Alright, next up is Petrol again, and like Jasmine, a Surf sweep besides for Weezing, who lives and smoke screens me, which is annoying, you'll see. Because there's a Coughing. I can't remember which one. There's a Coughing. I just keep surfing but missing. I think it's his last Coughing, actually, which is ironic. Yeah, his last Coughing. He misses me, and I keep getting smoke screening. He starts sludging me. I think he eventually poisons me. And I nearly lose, but I hit an Ice Beam at the very end. Alright, next up is a rival fight. Ice Beam one-shots his Golbat. Next up's a Meganium. Ice Beam two-shots it, and then go for Petal Dance, so I'm lucky. Surf one-shots his Magnemite. Next up's his Haunter. Surf one-shots it. Next up's his Sneasel. And he gets off 2 Fan attacks, bringing me to yellow. And I take it out with another Surf. Alright, next up is Proton again. Ice Beam one-shots his Golbat, and Surf one-shots his Weezing. Alright, Ariana this time, all by myself. Surf barely doesn't one-shot Arbok, so I get paralyzed, and I get crunched twice, and my defense lowers, so I got paralyzed with it. Then Vileplume takes me out of a few Mega Drains, because of the paralysis block. Alright, come back a few levels later. Surf one-shots it. I'll split on the Mystic Water, so I would one-shot it guaranteed. Ice Beam one-shots her Vileplume, and Ice Beam one-shots her Murkrow. Alright, Archer time. Surf. I know it says every Soulsilver challenge, but I only remember him because I play Soulsilver a lot. But he is the most forgettable. All right, next up's Claire. So I decided what does more, Headbutt or Ice Beam. I get a critical Headbutt, and I actually Headbutt her down, and I take out Gyarados. Next up's Dragonair. Look for Ice Beam to one-shot it. This is Dragonair, and Ice Beam one-shots it. And the last up's her Kingdra. Hits me with Smoke Screen. I go for a Headbutt, then I get a crit, but she takes me out. Alright, I'm back, and this time I keep going for a Headbutt to take out Gyarados. A few Headbutts take it out. Next up is Dragonair. Ice Beam one-shots it. One-shots for Dragonairs. Then last up's her Kingdra. I go for a Headbutt. But as I go for Ice Beam, I've seen Ice Beam does more damage, keep going with Ice Beam. I need to take it out, but I get taken out by Dragon Pulse. Unnecessary crit, by the way. Same with Gyarados. I realize Ice Beam does more damage, so I take it out with Ice Beam. Next up's Dragonair. Ice Beam takes it out. Last up is his... or Dragonairs get taken out. Then Kingdra. I use Ice Beams. One brings it to half. She's doing a Smoke Screen. And I miss, because my Smoke Screen looks abysmal. I hit 6 Smoke Screens, they never missed. They hit 1, I missed almost all my moves, but it's a different story. Alright, final round fight time. I deleted Waterfall, Surf, and went for Waterfall. And don't worry how I got here. Whatever, I Waterfall sweeps almost his entire team, besides Meganium, which I Ice Beamed. And Colbat, which I Ice Beamed. Alright. I decided to shut up to level 80, because I don't know if I'll be able to beat this or not. So, I sweep through Will with Waterfalls and Ice Beams. I Waterfall everything except for the Executor and his last Xatu. And, oh yeah, Slowbro, which actually took some headbutts while I cursed up, but it was no threat, because I eventually did take it out with a critical headbutt. And his last Xatu took out with an Ice Beam. Yep. Alright, Koga time. It's Ariados, which I actually really love. Ariados Fortress, those two are my favorite. They both get down by a few waterfalls, while Ariados one-shots. Then Muck, like everything in this run, minimizes, except with he does his evasion bullshit, it works. I miss a waterfall, and he hits me with Gunk Shot, but whatever. Golbat also does it, but it's not as lucky, so I one-shot with Ice Beam. The last up's Venomoth, which I forgot it's not a flying type, so I hit with Ice Beam, then I went for a waterfall, and I took it out. That's where he healed. Alright, Bruno time. I go for waterfall, barely killing it. I was scared, but I went for dig. I go for headbutt to just do damage, now the headbutt takes it out. Next up is Hitmonchan, waterfall one-shots it, same as like Hitmonlee. Next up's Machamp, waterfall brings it to red, he eats Bear, he goes cross chop, waterfall takes it out. I'll also Torn boosted, I believe. And last up's Onyx, which, yeah, I ain't surviving that. Alright, last up's Karen. Waterfall, 2 shots for Umbreon, levels me up to level 81. Next up is Vileplume, Ice Beam one-shots it. Next up is Gengar, waterfall one-shots it. Next up is Houndoom, waterfall one-shots it. And then last up is Murkrow, which Ice Beam one-shots. Alright, next up's Lance. I go for Ice Beam on his Gyarados and I freeze it. Another Ice Beam brings it to red, so that was kind of pointless. I went for a headbutt to do damage. He swaps out to Aerodactyl, went for a headbutt, then Ice Beam one-shotted it. Next up is his first Dragonite, Ice Beam one-shots it. Next up is his second Dragonite, Ice Beam one-shots it. Next up is his third Dragonite, Ice Beam one-shots it. Next up is Charizard, I go for Waterfall, I one-shots it. And that's up Gyarados again. I go for Ice Beam, then taking it out. Then I go for Ice Beam again, bringing it to red, critical hit, but he Bulbasaur Lance has like 4 of them. So I'm going for headbutt to save Ice Beam PP. Then when I get to under half, I take it out with Ice Beam. And ooh, champion with 1 Mudkip. But, so he won, but I just want to see how I do against Red, basically, because Red has Pikachu. But first, let's do Blue, since Blue's the only threatening thing. And Kanto, honestly. By the time I get to Blue, I'm level 96. Ice Beam one-shots his Executor. The next up's Rhydon, Waterfall one-shots it. Next up is his Machamp, Waterfall one-shots it. Well, it actually doesn't one-shot, I get hit with Thunder Punch, but he heals, I go for Waterfall, and I take it out with another Waterfall. Next up's Arcanine, I get hit with Intimidate. So Waterfall doesn't one-shot, hits me with Fire Blast and kills itself. Next is Pidgeot, Ice Beam really doesn't one-shot it, and it kills me with the return. Alright, back at level 100. Ice Beam one-shots Executor this time around. Next up's Rhydon again, Waterfall one-shots it again. Then Waterfall doesn't shot Machamp because I Mystic Water. Waterfall also one-shots Arcanine with Mystic Water. Next up's Pidgeot, Ice Beam one-shots it. Last up's Gyarados, and I just keep going for Ice Beam. It's Ice Beam return. Then he starts Dragon Dancing up, but I got scared. So I go for return to set my damage. I go for Ice Beam again. Dragon Dances again. He heals for a Waterfall on accident. Dragon Dances 3 Dragon Dances up, and he goes for return. Barely doesn't kill me, and Ice Beam takes him out with a crit. Unnecessary, though. Alright, time to fight Red. And he outspeeds me in one-shots. Okay, so, don't worry, I have an idea. So I taught return to Mudkip for no damage, and I hit Quick Claw, Waterfall takes it out. Next up is Venusaur, Ice Beam, barely does half, and he takes me out with a few Giga Drains. Alright. Back here, I taught it Blizzard, but Blizzard only does half. Okay, I need to redistribute Mudkip's stats. I'll be back in a year. Alright, I'm back. I get one-shot Venusaur, then I go for Waterfall on his Snorlax, then I take it out eventually. Next up's Lapras, returns, sets his max happiness and attack, one-shots it, same thing with Blastoise with a Quick Claw. That's up's Charizard, but he takes me out with Flare Blitz. Alright, I'm back to Charizard again, and Waterfall one-shots it.